Tobey Maguire embodied the iconic role of America's beloved web-slinger for a full 14 years. Then, in 2022, he resurfaced on the silver screen utterly transformed. Ashen complexion, stained yellowish teeth, hollowed-out gaze. No Caped Crusader this time. Instead, he portrayed a methamphetamine-ravaged underworld kingpin who kept live alligators lurking in his cellar. This wasn't mere performance. He personally produced the picture and drew the character's essence from fragments of his own turbulent existence. That same year, he surfaced in tabloids romantically linked to a 20-year-old fashion sensation, drew inevitable parallels to his old rival DiCaprio, and silently amassed a filmmaking conglomerate valued in the tens of millions. The wholesome youngster who once swung through skyscrapers had morphed into an enigmatic, shadowy figure altogether. Tobey Maguire entered the world on June 27, 1975, in sunny Santa Monica, California, born to an 18-year-old office assistant named Wendy Brown and a 20-year-old restaurant worker and occasional builder named Vincent Maguire. They weren't wed at his birth, but exchanged vows shortly afterward. The union crumbled swiftly. By age 3, the split had plunged his early years into upheaval. Some evenings found him and his mother crashing with extended family. Others landed them in temporary refuges. He's candidly shared how they survived on government assistance vouchers, lacked a stable residence, and scavenged meals from kind neighbors to scrape through another day. At 18, his foundation shattered further when his father committed armed robbery at a bank literally across the street from their home. Propelled by overwhelming sorrow, terror of terminal illness, and the recent death of his own sibling. Long before donning the red and blue spandex, Tobey's ambition centered on mastering culinary arts, mirroring his father's path as a potential lifeline out of hardship. But Wendy, scarred by how circumstances had demolished Vincent, envisioned a different trajectory for her boy. She sweetened the pivot with incentive: $100 if he enrolled in theater arts over cooking class. At just 12, he accepted the bribe. That singular choice rerouted his destiny entirely. By then, the relentless instability had already begun eroding him inwardly. He'd retch from nerves every dawn before sixth-grade classes in Palm Springs, overwhelmed by constant relocations and lingering wounds. He never completed secondary education, abandoning it in ninth grade to pursue additions while privately wrestling escalating dependencies on alcohol and other substances. Tobey's formative days in Santa Monica blended destitution with coastal allure. His mother tinkered in marketing while chasing her own screen aspirations. His father hustled between stovetops and construction sites. Their modest dwelling sat tantalizingly close to Tinseltown's glamour, yet eternally out of reach. Proximity to studios yielded no fairy tale entry. Wendy's clerical position occasionally secured tryouts. He couch surfed, depended on aid, and fixated on one goal: financial security to flee the turmoil. Not stardom, not creativity, purely survival funds. At 17 came what seemed a breakthrough, starring in Fox's sitcom Great Scott as an imaginative high school freshman. It debuted in October 1992 and vanished by November, with merely 6 episodes broadcast domestically, ranking a dismal 136th among 139 programs that season. Germany later aired the full 13 under an alternate title, but the setback hurled him back to ads and bit parts, all while sustaining a fragile family unit banking on his breakthroughs and suppressing personal demons. The audition circuit proved merciless. Lacking representation initially, he navigated castings solo and exposed. A low point, rejected for a pet food spot because his demeanor appeared excessively melancholic. Around this era, he crossed paths with Leonardo DiCaprio, both penniless up-and-comers perpetually vying for the same gigs, often with Leo clinching leads while Tobey settled for scraps or rejection. It unfolded in 1990's Parenthood and 1993's This Boy's Life, where DiCaprio snagged top billing and Tobey a secondary slot solely on Leo's endorsement. That year, his father's robbery conviction compounded the strain, ultimately propelling him towards sobriety. His big-screen bow arrived in this boy's life as Chuck Bolger, sidekick to Leo's protagonist. Filmed primarily in Vancouver and Washington state, it granted his inaugural credit and a taste of legitimate filmmaking alongside heavyweights, absorbing the craft despite modest compensation. The Leo bond endured, forged in competition, defeat, and mutual setbacks that by 1997, credits accumulated. Joyride demanded grueling nocturnal filming in Palmdale as a motel keeper's son entangled in peril, introducing profound physical depletion from erratic schedules. Deconstructing Harry saw Woody Allen place him as an imagined figure within a novelist's psyche, a compact yet pivotal turn collaborating with luminaries like Demi Moore, Robin Williams, and an emerging Jennifer Garner, honing precision, restraint, and presence amid icons. Then 1998's Pleasantville revolutionized perceptions, portraying a contemporary youth transported into a monochrome 1950s television realm. He showcased versatility, dramatic depth, humor, technical prowess via tap routines, chroma key work, and synergy with Reese Witherspoon under innovative visuals. Directors now viewed him as lead material, not merely the introspective type. Yet turmoil persisted. In 1995, pre-Pleasantville, Empire Records triggered a breakdown. Director Alan Moyle housed the youthful ensemble in seaside rentals for camaraderie, but Tobey unraveled, vanishing to the basement one night, devouring cereal in a possible altered state. Hours of dialogue ensued. He pleaded return to Los Angeles, vowing a screenplay. Moyle compensated him regardless. No script materialized, his footage excised, name alone credited. Whispers of challenging conduct emerged. 2001 brought the Spider-Man audition frenzy. Tobey craved it. So did Jake Gyllenhaal and DiCaprio. Sam Raimi doubted his heroic physique. At 5 feet 8 inches and 155 pounds, insufficiently imposing. Tobey transformed. Gym regimen, personal coach, 25-pound muscle gain via 4,000 daily calories and 500 morning push-ups over 6 months. Sony offered $4 million, half DiCaprio's hypothetical rate, for a 3-film pact totaling $12 million. He seized it. Payoff immense. Fans embraced him. 2002's shoot ravaged him. 8-hour days in a 35-pound rig, airborne at 25 miles per hour, yielding bruises, abrasions, and by week 12 chronic back convulsions necessitating cortisone injections. A cable failure plummeted him 15 feet onto pads, bruising ribs. He spurned doubles for intimacy shots, insisting authenticity. Spider-Man 2 bargaining turned contentious. Tobey cited back ailments barring return, arriving with a specialist demanding $17.5 million plus profit share. Sony grew wary upon spotting him hoops playing and card sharking while feigning immobility. They prepped Gyllenhaal covertly. Tobey boycotted fittings, stalled commencement. His rep floated retirement threats. Studio capitulated, but trust evaporated. The sequel triumphed globally, yet Tobey fractured internally. The inverted train sequence suspended him 6 hours daily for 3 days, inducing vertigo. Dual Eameses for hydration intervened. A gastric bug slimmed him 12 pounds during a Dunst Cafe moment. He endured. $783 million haul. Back-end swelled his earnings beyond $40 million. Exhaustion bred sleeplessness, pill reliance, subdued collapse. He dozed at the premiere. Post-triumph, he spurned blockbusters, Scorsese's The Departed, citing fame-induced agoraphobia. $25 million for Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Therapy thrice weekly. Underground poker became refuge, netting over $10 million from Affleck, Damon et al. He evaded spotlights, skipped MTV honors despite wins, Declined X-Men and Batman Begins. Prioritizing serenity, Seabiscuit's jockey demanded drastic slimming. From 155 to 115 pounds in 8 weeks on 200 calories daily plus 6-hour track drills. Catastrophe at Kentucky's Keeneland. Ejected at 35 miles per hour, pulverizing T12 vertebra with shards nearing spinal cord. He persisted 3 days, covertly medicating, until collapse prompted titanium rod implantation. Physicians cautioned permanent paralysis risk for missteps. The trauma-shadowed Spider-Man sequels. Sony fretted over mobility, auditioning Gyllenhaal anew, designing alternate promos, claiming $15 million insurance for alleged incapacity while slashing pay offers. Tobey uncovered via leaked memos. Raged, supplied walking-proof footage. Studio relented. Gyllenhaal felt manipulated. Industry-wide contracts henceforth incorporated Maguire clauses for injury contingencies. Spider-Man 3 compensated royally. $17.5 million base for percent gross. $895 million yield netted $32 million. Yet production warfare. Raimi favored Sandman focus. Sony crammed Venom for merchandise. Tobey sided corporate, fracturing Raimi alliance. Directors sabotaged the infamous emo dance for maximum awkwardness. Hurled script at exec Amy Pascal, decrying toyad nature. Method immersion. Tobey lingered as corrupted Parker months long, berating staff, enroll. Jazz club slaps injured dancers medically. Dunst crumbled under ad-libby barbs. Weekly psychiatrist mandated. Thanksgiving. Tardy arrival. Age jab at Rosemary Harris reducing her to sobs. Trilogy toll. Triple spinal cracks. Bilateral rotator tears. Leg neuropathy. $8+ million insurer payouts. Daily dozen OxyContin. Post-rap. Swiss rehab. Vowed no more stunts at 33. Annual $2+ million on therapies persists. Spider-Man 4 imploded 2009. Raimi-Sony clashes 6 months pre-shoot. Tobey, unresisting, appeared liberated, foregoing $50 million, barely contesting Garfield recast. Hollywood reeled at franchise abdication. Off-grid, poker surged 2007 to 2009. Million-dollar Beverly Hills buy-ins versus elites, and shadier figures like Ponzi operator Brad Ruderman, from whom Tobey claimed $5+ million. Potts hit $2 million. He logged meticulously, amassing $30 to $40 million. Molly's Game unmasked him as cruel player X. Forced organizer Sealbark for paltry tip, withheld gratuities, bullied losers, assigned undesirable seats vindicatively. Leverage from webslinger Aura. 2011 Ruderman exposure triggered suits reclaiming ill-gotten winnings. One sought $311,000, settled $80,000 sans admission. Revelations. Pro dealers, laundering via shells, Lux Hotel Ops. FBI noted Affleck's counting ban. Damon's $200,000 loss. DiCaprio's $1 million plunge. Family brands distanced. No outright dismissal, but callbacks ceased. Reputation preceded. 1999's Ride with the Devil. On Lee redubbed lines. Charlize Theron deemed uncooperative. Mute offtake. Spider-Man cruise nicknamed Dictator. 3-hour delay over phrasing. Contracts gained firing easements. Agent urged hiatus. 2009's Brothers. 20-pound crash in 5 weeks. PTSD dossiers studied. Partial immersion unnerved Gyllenhaal. Crew. Profitable, Golden Globe nod. But excess queried. 2013's The Great Gatsby. Opulent revels overwhelmed. Mid-scene freezes. Platform fears prompted reshoots. Glamour facade cracked. 2012 launched Material Pictures with $50 million. Life of Pi, 11 Oscar noms. Inaugural smash. His acting cut for recognizability, pivoted to Helm. Curated indies, spurned leads. Pawn sacrifice. 8 months, 6 daily chess hours. Press shy. Sequential filming mirroring Fisher paranoia. he empathized vanishing urge. Critics noted authentic unease. 2010 social network bypass, back flare, paralysis threat, ergonomic travel, therapy bound, for films in 8 years post-trilogy. Poker litigation resurfaced amid Ruderman's $25 million scam. FBI detailed mechanics, Centurion buy-ins, disposables, suites. Superhero reboots ignored, evaded typecasting. 2015 nylon, selective passion projects. Reliability doubts faded. Calls. 2019 Britney runs a marathon. $14 million Amazon Sundance flip. First non-doc at real NYC event, secured on pitch alone. Instincts razor-sharp behind lens. Persistent spine. 2003 Spider-Man 2 neurosurgeon bluff for leverage. Gyllenhaal redux. Healed post-deal. Parroted No Way Home. 2018 withdrawal. Fame panic attacks. Photography as predation. AA since 19. Chose obscurity sans formal retirement. 2022 Babylon resurrection. Deliberate assault. Unrecognizable. Cadaverous pallor. Jaundiced grin. Cavernous sockets. Self-produced James McKay. Meth-scarred Don with basement gators. Inspired poker underworld. Statement of reinvention. 2021 No Way Home stealth. COVID-sealed sets. Holland plea. 14-year suit return. Catharsis. $1.921 billion. Nostalgia weaponized emotionally. Defoe reunion. Brutal bouts. Red Bull fueled. Exhaustion collapses. My back. Line. Genuine breakdown. Echoing Seabiscuit peril. Negotiation humiliations. Apologetic grovel to retain role. Personal. 2007 Hawaii sunset vows to Jennifer Meyer. Ultra private. 35 attendees. Phone ban. DiCaprio best man. Daughter Ruby 2006. Son Otis 2009. Ellen Quip. Birth cert. Otis. Mishap. 2016 split. 2021 divorce amicable. Joint custody at Otis 16. Post-web. Vegan absolutism. $8.5 million abode leather-free. Visitors divest belts, jackets. Gatsby Mercedes Knicks. $2 million burger ad reject. Custom non-leather medicals.infj rarity. Post. 2018 party exile. $100,000 annual decliner. 90-minute daily meditation chamber. No TV. Voracious reader. 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. rhythm. Kids pals. Device-free. Quiet mandates. 30-minute stillness. 2024. 20-year-old Lily Cheese sightings ignite age gap furor. DiCaprio echoes. Silence. Trio outings. Max Meyer Bond. Instagram best friend. Joint events post her billionaire engagement. Empire. Material Pictures 2023 boom via Richard Weinberg. Ex-Dep VP Ben Tierney. 2025 Nobody 2 produced. Unseen on screen. Net worth $75 million. Spider-Man Tears. $4M slash $17.5M plus / $15M plus 7.5%. Poker Grime. $300,000 Ruderman suit. $80,000 settlement. Player X Seal Bark unchallenged. Control reigns. Muted, strategic, reclusive. Spider-Man 4 murmurs with Raimi. Paternal Parker, Sadie Sink daughter. Dunst amenable. Evolution over agility. Maturity amid exposure then strategic retreat, preserving essence.